Okay, I know what you're thinking when you read the title. How am I gonna change myself instantly? Well, I'll tell you. Now this is gonna sound a lot harder than it really is, but you really have to change what you associate pain and what you associate pleasure with. Now stay with me. You need to make the pleasure of succeeding in a goal that you have to change something about you mean more than the pain of the short term of accomplishing it. Because in the end, we decide what we link pain and pleasure to. So if we change what we link pain and pleasure to, we can change something about us and change what we think of something and how likely we are to do it. Now, one thing a lot of people don't realize is that the short-term pain leads to long-term pleasure, and the short-term pleasure leads to long-term pain. So you really have to look at the long-term in changing something about yourself. For example, if you want to lose some weight, you gotta change what you associate pain and pleasure to. The short-term pleasure of eating something sugary or fatty that gives you that sugar rush leads to long-term obesity, overweight, feeling like crap. But then the short-term pain in eating healthy and eating better foods leads to that long-term feeling better, looking better. If the pleasure of looking better, feeling better highly outweighs the pain of eating healthy for a little bit, or eating healthy in general, then you will change that about yourself, because we like to avoid pain. And so if the pain is looking like crap, feeling like crap, then you're way more likely to avoid it than you are thinking about the short-term pleasure that you're gonna get if you indulge in those unhealthy foods a lot of the time during the week or on the weekends. So in short, you need to put pleasure in the long term of feeling better and looking better, and then that will make it so that the pleasure or the pain of eating healthy for the short term will then turn into pleasure for eating healthy, because you will, once you start eating healthy, once you start exercising, then eventually that becomes pleasurable to you. You need to associate pain with being overweight, and you need to associate pleasure with eating right to avoid being overweight. Now, the biggest thing about changing something about yourself and changing what pleasure and pain mean to you is you really have to be committed to it. You have to decide that you are going to do this, that you are going to link pleasure to this. I'm gonna link pain to feeling like crap. I'm gonna link pleasure to looking my best, feeling my best. So you really have to be committed. Now, that's just a general example of this. You can do this in any area of your life. If you want to stop smoking or drinking, if you want to start going to the gym more, if you want to change anything about yourself, you just have to change what you link pleasure and pain to, because in the end, you decide what you link pleasure and pain to. You decide what makes you feel good and what makes you feel bad. It's all in your head. It's all your decision.